All right, so we're going to do this movement today. Yeah? And sorry, the other way, side slash from here, side slash, side slash. As usual, we're going to do it muscle, structure, and then applications. There are several applications for it. It can be used as a strike, yeah, at different varying angles depending on where the attack is coming from. It can be used as a block. If I'm going in, you can use it to block me. If it's coming to strike me, there's the block here. It can also be used as a latching movement. So if it's coming to strike again, you can use it as a latch. So as you make contact, you can then, because see, it's this movement functionally, yeah? And it can also be used on various planes as well, meaning upward, downward. So it's not just here, yeah? You're also training, because the person might be taller, yeah? Yeah? They might be shorter, yeah? So there's many ways to use it. So we're going to go through structure, muscle, energy, and some applications on pads as well. Any questions before we get into it? Okay, so let's start off with the energy training exercise of the side slash. So if I get you in stance as usual, so make sure you're in stance, and I'm going to guide you through it. So it's up to you. You can just do one arm and go back and forth, or you can have both arms going through it, because we're trying to connect your state, that condition, to this physical movement, yeah? So that whenever you do this, the state's just there naturally. Yeah? That's why we do the whole sequence of the form, to put the state into every single movement. But we break it down into digestible chunks just so you can really feel it and get deeper into it, as you know. So up to you, one arm, both arms, back and forth, your call, and start with centering. So softly draw up, see the line of white light in your center, feel the whole center as well. Think of this as a moving meditation. Make sure the weight's sinking and heavy, toes pointing in, knees bent. So your stance is on, guys. So just concentrate on your center, make sure your eye line is up and the shoulders are sinking and soft. So we're not raising our shoulders up to hold them up, we're letting them sink and rest. It's like your armpits are running down the side of your body. Make sure the eye line stays up so that the neck stays open. Also, activate the end of the movement as well. Rather than keeping the hands soft and floppy, make sure the whole movement is awake. That'll help you connect the whole structure. Feeling the whole body now. So feeling the legs, the feet, the skin, the muscles, the bones. Feeling everything. Now add the sinking energy, start to sink down. So we're now feeling centered, feeling the whole body, and sinking the energy all the way down as we go through the movement. Try to vary up the speeds that you're doing it as well. So if you find yourself constantly doing the same speed, go slower, go faster, just to bring more awareness to what's actually going on physiologically, what's happening in your physical body as you do it. Centered, sensing, sinking, dropping, releasing, relaxing, loosening, letting go. Make sure that the joints are moving simultaneously as well. We're not going shoulder and then elbow. The shoulder and elbow work together, so that if it ever is to contact something, it's dealing with the movement of this joint and this joint. So it's not doing 1, 2, it's doing 1. So this and this start and stop at the same time. Yeah, yeah. Better, yeah. Maintain your balance as well. Don't go too fast so that you find yourself falling backwards. So we're centered, sensing, sinking while doing the movement now, yeah? Now, add the visualization. See white light in the whole body. Okay, bring the hands down to your side for a moment and just rest in the state. Take some deep breaths, feeling your whole center, sinking everything down, seeing the white light, the white line in front of you as well. And now what you can even do, as you maintain the state, you can even now just visualize the movement, see the energy body doing it. And as you see your energy body doing the movement without actually physically doing it, just observe what's going on as you do that. Feel your spine tall and open. Feel consciously present of your etheric body. Feel the sinking chi is releasing any blockages and helping you let go of any useless energies. And try to maintain this state and bring it back to your own consciousness whenever you wish. Thank you. Coming in. How do I say come in Tagalog?
Come in?
Yeah, come in. Sir?
Tayo na.
Tayo na.
Tayo na.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, any observations, or what observations do you have? Transformer instructions. Yeah, this is the secret to Kung Fu. Then you'll learn how to transform into a robot. Oh, this is from your brother, I think, Daniel. There you go, yeah. Daniel's a robot, if you didn't know.
Transformed into a human?
Yeah.
I find difficult while moving to see any light in me.
Okay, good observation. Every observation is good because it's just paying attention. Yeah. Look, awareness leads to choice, choice leads to change. When you're more aware of your condition as you are, you start to, oh, okay, that happens, this happens, that, and you start to become more conscious and be able to, okay, how about if I try this? How about if I take this away? How about if I try what he said, you know? What she said, bro. Anyway.
The truth. When you observe, it's difficult to see colors, or in this case, white, which is not a color. Or it's all colors. No, I had difficulty visualizing that. I can visualize the movement of the body, the etheric body, but when you ask, it's still an abstract concept for me to, like, with eyes open, to visualize colors and things like that. Like
when you were doing, so when you had your hands by your side and you were visualizing the etheric body doing it, how about that? What were the experiences there?
I could visualize that.
That was easy, yeah.
But I also felt like the muscles required to activate to do that.
Yeah.
I could sense them.
Starting to do something.
Yeah, something like that. But
isn't
not
that
actually
fascinating?
Doing anything, just it's almost like they're moving, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It's similar to this. So if we all feel our body right now, like where we are, just put the feeling energy in the whole body, and now think about walking to the toilet, yeah? And feel your body. What do you feel?
That you're about to do it.
You want to take a shit? That was too much information. That was too much information.
It feels like he wants to take a shit. That's great. Not on the floor, okay? Wait till you get to the toilet.
Too much Taigong. That's too much.
How about yourself?
Same sensation. Like
similar to that, hey?
To visualize an etheric body going that way, it's almost like I can feel the muscles starting or wanting to move, but not actually moving.
Yeah. It's like the intention leads the energy. It's not like it is. The intention leads the energy starts and then the body goes. That's kind of the process that happens. I have an intention to do the punch, yeah? And then for me, I already feel that my etheric hand's there, you know, with that intention. Yeah, and then the body starts, the muscles start, or the whatever wants to start to actually complete the action. Interesting. Any other observations? What up, Jono? We're doing side slash today.
Okay. Interesting.
We're just discussing, because in the end we did the energy training with it, and then we basically in stance started to visualize the etheric body doing the side slash as well. Yeah, we're just discussing that. Yeah. Any other observations on it at all?
There's a different sensation, or I call it sensation, of focusing on moving different parts of the arm. So similar exercise of visualizing the etheric body moving, but instead of imagining, for example, the whole arm or whatever, just imagine parts. Like imagine this part rotating and then doing the motion, and then imagining this part or this part moving, and it's just a very different sensation physically and mentally to think about that. I found that visualizing motion and then concentrating on what the etheric body of the tip of the fingers are doing etherically and then moving it was very, I can't explain it. It's just very different from visualizing other parts of it moving.
Okay, yeah, for sure. That's interesting because, and the thing is, everyone's psychology is different. So if Richard was thinking about his joint turning here, or then this one turning, and then this moving over there, it's going to activate a different pathway in your body than it would to others too. So that's why we want to play around so much, because you might find your way to get into the state is to just feel your fingertips and make your fingertips go there. That might be your, you see what I'm getting at? Yeah, that's why there's a lot of experimentation in our system for the individual, because it's very individual. You can't just say, this is the one way to do it.
Damn it, John, I thought that's what this was. Only the one way.
There are principles, you know, like feel your body, sink the chi, you know. It's in the name, dick face. I mean, they're the principles, you know. They're the principles. All right, who knows the principles, actually? Quick quiz.
Oneness.
Yeah, oneness. It's in the letters. Yeah, oneness is one. It's actually the connection between others, similar to love itself. You know, oneness. Yeah.
You know what this is mean in Tagalog?
What? Tao?
Tao.
What does it mean?
People.
People. Oh, like one people.
Yeah, one people. One
That's then what the Asian meaning, like way.
Yeah.
But oneness, non-violence, so not to be violent, to be accepting, and it's like the way our martial arts, a non-violent martial art. And the last one, excellence, meaning reaching for our highest level of potential.
One people.
So they're the principles, but it's not one smart ass, one way. Okay, cool. Let's start doing some practical. Alrighty, so we'll start off from stance, doing this part of the move, yeah? Get him to hold pressure on the outside of the arm, on the bicep, sorry, on the tricep. And first, I'd like you to start muscle force as usual. So make sure you're in stance and you're actually feeling the muscles, and then activate the muscle force towards them. Okay, and I feel what activates there. Then structural, so go into your structure however you do, and then use the structural force there. And then from there, I'd like you to start using energy now, but I want you to do it in two ways. I want you to feel and sync. Feel and sync the energy as you do it, yeah? Feel and sync, yeah? I feel less coming back in, and I feel more solid when I'm using the intention through energy. With structure, I feel like I'm more connected to the floor. With force, I feel like it's just pressing against my muscles. That's my experience, yeah? So, your turn. Things to think about? Make sure you stay in your stance throughout each one. I notice a lot of the time, sometimes people will go, okay, I'm using muscle now, so they just start doing something completely different, but what's the point? You know, we're not training that movement, yeah? So make sure you're using the same movement each time. Okay? Grab a partner and let's have a cracko.
Here, get to stance. Stance. Come on, do it properly.
Is that,
What you can do, if you want to be able to take more pressure, there's a cheat you can do.
pushing too much?
Yeah,
Should I be?
I think you should,
more?
because he's got a lot of mass, you
Yeah.
can. So what I'd get you to do, if you move out of the way a bit,
Sorry.
you push your body like this, so that as he pushes, it feeds into this leg.
Okay.
Because here it's much easier if you haven't
Yeah,
got
I lose my
if you're
balance.
not connected through structure really well, it's going to come through this way. But here it's easier to, huh?
As Luke found out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What muscles are stopping?
Yeah.
Which muscles are working hard to do so? Which muscle? Yeah, so go slowly
again.
with each muscle, and then when it starts
Straighten your arms,
going
straighten.
Oh,
hard,
you want straight?
think
Yeah.
about which muscles. So. Okay. So.
I'm still.
Yeah, still. But it's more, you're taking more pressure than before, yeah.
Think about which muscle?
Center. No muscle. Center.
All right, no muscle.
Okay. And try again.
No muscle.
Much better. But you're still a little tight, so you can still feel which muscle.
Your structure's good. It's just blank in some spots. Like, wake up the whole structure. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like I see that the structure's like parts are lighting up.
Said that to me.
It looks the same to me because it looks like the force doesn't feed into one structure. Feel everything. It's your body. You can, yeah. That already looks better. Yeah.
If you can.
Did you feel the difference? No?
Yeah, I think so. It's just that I'm not sure if I should resist or just.
Just resist the same way every time.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Whatever you're resisting, do the same every time. And that takes concentration because you've got to remember, okay, I was like weaker than I am.
Feel sinking energy. Feel sinking.
Okay.
You're tiring her out, mate.
And then you see you're raising your shoulder a little bit and then
Yeah. That was really smooth too.
Or
I
stronger.
felt something just sort of,
Go up.
yes.
Yeah. That's the way I like to teach sing is to not sing.
I wasn't doing this.
Yeah, I know you weren't singing, but I mean, you felt like it did it for a second, like something.
Something.
Yeah, that happens naturally is what I'm trying to say. The raising of the energy through the spine just happened to Sigong. He never consciously did it.
so I feel your
He only realized later, oh, there's a net raising in my spine.
No, not really.
Understand? He was so calm and so peaceful, so relaxed, such a kind, loving person in his nature. And that happened. See what I'm getting at?
Aside from sinking, the visualization of the arm here before you move.
It's looking good, bro.
Which one?
The imaginary.
The last two were more smooth and
Yeah.
Yeah, it
More,
hurts.
Move your arm there.
solid, like
One of those.
strong.
Don't think about
What did you feel?
Just think about that.
Yeah, I kind of felt
Just
that.
move.
I wasn't trying to feel
About moving the arm.
sinking. I was just,
Move the arm.
yeah, I kind of felt a little bit of shooting. Not up the spine,
Mhm.
sort of in front.
Awareness there, yeah. Just feeling everything, calming yourself, being peaceful in your heart and mind is how the Kundalini or energy will raise through the spine. That's you look up the literature; it's all there. It's not new. Yeah. Become a good person.
There we go.
It's once. Okay, it's not moving much, but I'm using it.
Doing muscle again. Muscle.
You like doing this, eh?
Kind of exercise too.
Okay.
Relaxing. Yeah. It's no muscle.
Hmm.
I'm just relaxing.
Yeah, good spotting. Because the problem is that when you relaxed it, it went to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's like when you do this, you feel you're awake through more of the structure now. Even here should be awake. You want every part of your bone structure to be awake so that it's like a full complete.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. It's like a complete. It's a complete structure.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling, for example, this part of your spine,
Yeah.
then it's not going to connect to the rest. Or if you're not feeling your right hip, it won't connect. Do you see what I'm getting at? You've got to feel it all. That comes back to your question before where you said, about mindfulness. Yeah, be mindful.
I'm
This
gonna
is-
try the energy. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
do it. Energia.
You're doing really well with the right arm. Don't just move the elbow.
I don't know how to put it.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink.
the same.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. How do you perceive energy? Through visualization, through feeling, through intention, whatever your perception and your identification with it is. Just do it
Yes.
and experience it, and the observation will lead you to knowledge. Yeah. Yeah.
One shoulder. One elbow. Like that.
Move the shoulder more. Move this. Like
I'll just put it down.
Because you're just doing this, right? This part. You're just doing this part.
Yeah. Relax.
That's not relaxed.
Don't judge it, just do it. Because look, what we're trying to do here, this is something, it's good, you brought up an interesting point here. You want to do your best with whatever energy might be to you. Get a feeling for it and go, okay, that's what it feels like. Rather than judge ourselves against what we're experiencing. A lot of the time we'll start saying, okay, I'm supposed to do energy. Oh no, but I feel these muscles, so I mustn't be doing energy. No, just keep thinking energy, and keep moving, and then slowly you'll gain more knowledge around your own energy. Understand? Yeah? You're trying to gain a whole bank of experiences so you can start to tap more and more into this thing we call our chi, or our energy body, or prana, ki,
Everybody's
meridians.
energy is different, how they perceive it, so there isn't one way of
There are principles.
explaining it.
There are
so I
principles,
have to
but there's exactly.
feel it
Get the
myself.
yes, you must get the experience. It's like if you want to know the truth of something, you have to experience it. Yeah, I can point you towards it, but you can't have it until you've done it. It's like I can tell you what salt tastes like. It's, it's got this certain texture, it's made of these chemicals, but you won't know what it tastes like until you eat it. So that's why I'm trying to get you to keep eating it, so that you find it. But there are principles, meaning feeling energy, moving energy, visualization. How you enter into that is up to you to discover through these exercises, plus whatever else you practice. It's different for everyone. Like a guy I was having a conversation with on Instagram today, he was saying he feels like he gets to his energy when he thinks about water. That could be his way. Nothing wrong with that, it's just his way. So, keep getting more experience. Let's have a look at these chaps.
He's getting there. Left arm.
Take it easy.
Had it and then switched it off and
Yes.
started moving.
When I do that, I tend to do that.
He engages this too much when his arm's raised.
I can see it, yeah, you're right. Center yourself, good. Soften this, good. Now move. Yeah, you go. Center. Yeah. It's already better. It's better.
Well, it's good when you touch his arm, right?
Yeah, I'm helping him by touching. But this. Don't worry too much. This will come. Yeah. Center. Think of your arm here. Sink this. Sink this. And move. Yeah, simple. Go. And don't think too much. Yeah. Don't think too much. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's one of the common problems is when. One of the common problems is when I push. Feel this. Feel this muscle here.
Yeah.
It's trying to push against that, and then this one here. You feel?
Yeah.
Feel that?
Yeah,
Instead of that. Here.
Yeah.
It's off now. Yeah.
Very difficult to stop that.
Everything's always down. All the meat is hanging on the skeleton. Yeah.
No. Don't just do this now. It's this all the way out.
It's more connected.
No, it's not. You forgot about this. The shoulder now.
Okay.
Actually, bring it in. Let's try the next phase of the exercise, and then you can. Yeah. Next phase is holding from the front, so with like a guard. Yeah. From here. So now it's more difficult because before we were just dealing with this part. Yeah. You just had this joint to work with. Now you've got this joint as well. Yeah. So once again, muscle force. Yeah. Whole time. Yeah. Muscle force. Use your strength. Yeah. Then structural. And then energetic. So today I'm getting you guys to work on center, sense, and sync to be energetic, yeah? And then use that, yeah? Okay? Things to think about, it's just the same as before. Make sure your stance is the same. That's it. Because you guys have done this exercise so many times with the other movements, you don't need to think about it too much. Yeah. Okay, grab a partner, have a go. Change partners up, actually. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Can you get Richard to go first, because he didn't have a go last time?
Oh, you? Yeah. You want me?
Oh, this? Okay. Pardon? What?
Muscle?
Sorry, what was the first part? Muscle and then structure?
Structure, and then sensing and syncing. Energy, but I'm suggesting to use that for now because these guys also are new, so they haven't really trying to give them a framework to do it by.
Really have to like not even think about the movement. You have to think about that's really I'm starting to think that's maybe my key. It's complete distraction through some other means. I've been thinking about that. That's visualization.
Easy.
Let's try a different type of visualization.
Your stance is getting really good, eh?
Yeah, I'm trying to practice it while standing and walking around because I noticed I wasn't doing it correctly. I was trying to attack your center instead of swinging the arm, which is weird because it's almost like this was going forward as opposed to trying to go over there.
Why don't you do some kung fu?
See, relax. Oh.
All the raw muscles like this. Oh, jeez. So sore.
It's good power, isn't it?
In there.
That was muscle.
That was muscle, right?
Which is fine. We've got to remember using muscle force is good. It's using your muscle and it's just experiencing it.
Yeah, felt like.
Yeah, it's good because it's your body and you're feeling it. And then we just know that, okay,
Yeah.
when I'm doing structure, I want that to release. Simple.
I'll do you now.
You do me right?
Yeah,
Your turn.
your
My
turn.
turn?
What was that? That's the structure. No, visualization. Visualization is the.
You're liking the visualization nowadays, eh?
Well, it was one that I found really worked because it's better than this destruction, right? Because I can actually see what I'm trying to do. But then again, destruction isn't so bad if it's like second nature. Maybe I should try that light and color again.
It's like red versus blue. It's like Halo. Red versus blue.
Oh, it's Crips versus Blood.
Oh, that too. Why not? What do you reckon, Daniel? Which page should we use for such?
Is it muscle? I don't know.
That was an attempted structure.
Trying to keep it consistent.
Muscle.
I noticed. I I noticed even before that you already started, like there was a sinking sensation. There was a change right at the beginning. I feel it even more now. Wow. Okay.
All the way.
Just going to do the etheric arm over there.
I don't know, but that was way more. Like not only did I feel sinking.
Oh, yes. All the way.
That last one wasn't as good as the
No.
second to last one.
Can you do that last one again? No. Yeah.
What about relax? Relax what?
Feel a little forced.
Just keep sinking while you move. The whole back, the legs, the butt, everything should be sinking. The whole body, everything. Keep everything sinking and move. Simple as that. Sinking and move. Don't overthink it. Yeah. It looks like this part, as you go, just go to move. Just I'm not going to hold too much force. Yeah, it's not sinking. This part. This part's trying to go this way and that way. Let it drop down. Let the armpit and the shoulder drop down. Actually down. No, down, down, down. Yeah. Now keep that feeling as you move. Yeah. So I was trying to communicate to you. Unsuccessfully.
I think it kind of
Send to yourself, send to yourself, send to yourself. This, yeah. Keep this now and move. Just move. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do that. You can do it. Don't overthink it. You just do it. Yeah, it's better. It's better. You know what it is? You feel a little bit of muscle, then you judge yourself and you go, oh shit, that's muscle. Yeah. But some muscle's going to activate, bro. Like, look, yeah. See, oh yeah, I feel there's some muscle activating, but I don't give a shit. I'll just keep moving. But remember the thing, the heavy bag needs to have some stress in the rope to hold it up.
I liked the exercise on Wednesday night, which was do the motion even more slowly when you hit resistance.
Yeah.
Recognize which muscles are resisting, and then release that and keep going and release.
Yeah, that's a good point. Go. Yeah. Keep sinking, let go, into my head, the armpit drop. Yeah.
Okay, start back again.
And now that sensation that we're putting localized, yeah, like here, make it global. Yeah? Let the whole body have that sinking sensation. Sinking, and don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, sink it. Know what I mean?
It felt a lot less effort. Even though you were kind of shaking, it felt effortless when you and I was moving.
Alrighty, folks, bring it in. Which would you like to hold?
How do we do this?
Which would you like to hold?
Bigger one. I
Okay.
like to hold the bigger one.
Okay, cool. Then hold it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm holding this.
Yeah.
I'm the
Okay.
I'm the guinea pig today.
So now just applying it onto a pad. From here, from stance and guard. His arm's in the way here. Just do it on the big pad.
Big pad.
Yeah, the small pad, sorry, hold it on the hand. Yeah. Yeah.
How?
Because it hits your arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over this side. Yeah. This here. So. From guard, though, we're doing it from guard. So we're not doing it like we were doing in the force structure energy exercise. We're doing it more from the actual combat position. Now, in application, this, if I was going to be, you know, and someone's coming into attack and I'm going to use this type of movement, I wouldn't stay facing here. I'd be more likely to be turning towards them to fight, to combat, yeah? But this is just an exercise, so that's fine. For now, just stay here. Now the contact point will be anywhere from this point all the way through to here, because if we were in closer and he came in and got into a situation where here in close, it could be here, could be there, could be there. It could be any part of this of any side, what was the knife edge of the arm, yeah? Any part through here. So when you're practicing on the pad, you can play around with all of those. You can come a little bit closer, further out, even further out. It's up to you, okay? Practice it with both sides as well, but not with a pivot for now, because we're looking just at this part of the movement. Any questions? Okay, so everything we're applying there, play around with that with the pad. Go for it. Good thinking. Change partners as well. Yeah?
Well, me, him. We are behind. Yeah, no, facing. Like what I did? No, no, you can start from here. It's just an exercise right now, so you start from here.
He said from guard.
Oh, sorry, from guard.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
From guard, kontot. Japan guard. From guard. Yeah, we're doing it from guard now. Yeah. Center, stance. So always first thing we want to think about is our stance and our guard. So knees bent, toes pointed, state, center, good. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you end up so straight here? Okay.
So I actually need to hold it a bit further out. Fall through.
Movement looks good. You're nice and upright. Just keep soft on contact. At the moment, if you look at my face, this is you.
This motion goes to here. Right?
Shouldn't this
Yeah. Yeah, so he keeps everything soft rather than trying to slam the pad with his jaw. Yeah, good. It's heavier. It's more like a wet towel now. Just like easy, just easy. Good.
It hurts a lot harder.
Feels double the
He's quite natural though. I thought you'd be useless when we first met,
Don't think so much.
but you're actually really good.
What do you do when you turn out here?
Yeah, only practice me. I'll make
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. You know I'm joking. I'm actually not joking, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you're actually really good. A bit awkward, but I can work with that.
can look for your strike.
Good stuff, brother.